Beyonce.
Say Beyonce.
Foreshadowing for what's going to happen later today. Anyways, welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the tea in reality, and you always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Brandon Wu, your professional fangirl of drag, concerts, everything you can name. Today, I have coffee. I am feeling it today. Let's just say last night, as of recording, I had a few too many drinks, but in a good way because they were all free. So,
So what are you gonna say now that? So what are you gonna say at my funeral now that you've killed me? Honorable Justice. The Virgo Vixen of New York, Renaissance Track 9, referencing a lemonade track for some reason. And today I have vitamin water and regular water because hydration is important.
Yes. And hello, guys. It is me. It is I, Mr. Talented, your favorite guy. And of course, we have water sponsored by Mistress Couture Coulee, Babydoll, Foxx, Incorporation Limited.
yes, as always. This was an episode of television.
It was.
A lot of questionable moments, but we also had some good moments. I'll say, like, I'm a bit surprised how things were, but we still got good television. I'll say that. But at the same time, there were so many choices. Anyway, so we get back into the workroom. Spice is gone. Trotting. I love that trot so much.
It's camp. I live.
It's very camp. And then Loosey starts becoming Delulu again. When did we start counting mini challenges as main challenge wins?
I have no idea, but by that logic, Alaska and Detox could have won season 5 based off of the 6 mini challenges. The 6 challenges in total they won.
The way you that said 6 and then did this.
I'm feeling very Oprah right now.
No, that's fair. This calcula is a thing in addition to dyslexia for those who don't know.
Yeah.
So, shoot, what else?
Apparently, Loosey has 3 wins. Detox and Alaska had 6 wins in season 5. Apparently, Electra Bionic has 4 wins.
And it's also in that logic, like if we count this season, Anetra technically won a mini challenge.
Anetra has 2 wins.
Anetra has 2.
So very confused. Why? Again, and then drag illusion.
And then she referred to saying that I won the most iconic challenges. Okay, as much as I love the reading challenge, would it be considered iconic?
It's more so a staple than iconic, honestly. Like, and this wasn't an iconic. Like, this season wasn't an iconic reading challenge because we only got 1 because of the editing. And we'll talk about once we get to the end what next week's gonna be.
And is the Gone with the Wind fabulous photo shoot also considered iconic?
I would consider that. So, but anyways, and then Marcia apparently was upset that she was only safe.
No,
which girl.
I don't want to get Marcia Hive mad because I'm mutuals with some of Marcia Hive, but
ooh, honey.
I think they're coming to get me. Either way, Marcia Hive, I love y'all down, but we also have to recognize when our girls did bad. We have to recognize when our fave has done bad and not their best.
Especially when it comes to like a ball challenge with 3 different looks. Like, again, that look I did like, but it wasn't my favorite. So
the milkmaid look,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't here for this last week, so everybody doing the bag ball, really?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Are
what were your thoughts about that? Because like there were a lot of choices that they could have made, and everyone kind of chose like that's kind of the same thing.
I'm glad Luxx and Malaysia did the hairball and gave reference to the hair shows. Like we've seen a bunch of hair show references, i.e. Bombay sleeves. So was Jean Paul Gaultier look, Baby and Peppa in the main event. But why was everyone doing the bag ball? Are y'all trying to be? Are y'all trying to scare Lala Ree? And this is no shade to Lala because I love her and I think she should have won that challenge.
Really? That better not be sarcasm.
I think she did okay. I don't think she was golden boot worthy.
Okay, fair.
Okay, but back to this episode.
Yeah, back to this episode. Yeah, Marshall's Delulu.
Yeah, they're in their delusional era.
I love you, but we need to recognize when we just did okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, so they get into the workroom after for a new day, and then Rue comes in a very stylish suit and tie, or it's not just like jacket in general.
Very much houndstooth. Give me flashbacks to the pit stop.
Like this is like surprisingly one of like the best outfits Rue's worn like for as like a like suit wise. Like very surprised.
Workroom Rue.
Workroom Rue, yes. And then he starts assigning the teams for this coming challenge where they have to do a parody of 2020 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
So he assigns Sasha Colby and Marcia to interview Charo.
Coochie.
Coochie. We have Luxx, Mistress, and Salina interviewing Love Connie. And then we got Loosey, Anetra, and Malaysia interviewing Frankie Grande.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The gag of getting Ariana and Frankie in the same season.
Are they like a package deal now at this point?
I wouldn't think they'd become a package deal because, again, when Ariana was on season 7, Frankie wasn't on yet.
Yeah.
And then, Frankie came on season 10. Was it 10?
Yeah, it was 10. So we have Drag Race Italia season 3 contestant Euphrica O'Hara. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, Will.
The amount of references that came into my head when I found out Frankie was going to be on this episode, I was like, okay, so we have CBB UK contestant Frankie Grande.
And BBUS 16.
We don't talk. We have, yeah.
A lot. Just a lot.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, like, these are 3 very, very over-the-top personalities. How would you think they would have, like, gone with this? Because this was, like, they did, like, a kind of, like, well, their own walkthrough where they're trying to figure out how they're going to figure out this challenge. Because a lot of people say that Marcia wouldn't be able to, do well, and then of course like Sasha and Marcia were like plotting like of the current queens who's gonna do strong, and let's just say that everyone was eyeing Marcia to be like, are you saying something behind her back? So this was all like, well, quote unquote live in a way, so because it was an improv challenge,
of course.
Should we get into this?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't mind some of these these quote unquote live challenges because this kind of reminded me of like a late night version of the Good Morning Bitches challenge from season 9.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Good morning, bitches. I missed that. That was a good one.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
All right, 50-50. All right, the first team we have Team Love Connie. So again, we have Luxx, Mistress, and Salina. It starts with the interview with Salina. This interview,
Pobrecita.
oh, I feel bad because like Salina wanted to talk about all the stuff that she wanted, and then of course, like we do on this podcast, Love Connie also goes on tangents.
So, out of everyone who's been on the cup, who would be considered the Love Connie?
No shade to her because I love her to death, Audrey.
I enjoyed this because I haven't seen Love Connie since like a couple seasons back. She looked very stunning in this like Princess Diana meets Beverly Goldberg look.
I love this. Like the way that she goes in this interview like immediately balls in. I'm like,
oh, we got a challenge.
I just want to say,
sorry. No, you're good.
I just want to say their looks. These three look amazing. I just wish Luxx's own was fit a little bit tighter on her body, but it still looks good.
No, I love how like they have these type of outfits. It's like very subtle but still like fashionable, like how it should be for like a news show, like news type show like this. Whose Discord's going off? Like,
hold on.
They hear so much.
There.
All right, thank you. So Salina's interview, again, the number of side tangents, and then of course Salina I would say accidentally, but also trying to get her questions across.
Yeah.
Like I feel bad because if you're trying at that point, if like you're gonna keep going with that, just try to like keep the conversation going with those tangents rather than what the questions you have already preset.
Yeah, because you got a very big personality like Salina EsTitties, and then you have Love Connie, and it's like, I think Salina met her match.
Met
her match, but not in the best way.
Yeah, she kept like cutting Love Connie off. Unintentionally, I would say. I don't think she intended to, but it's like when you're talking to someone and they bring up a topic, and then because you don't want to forget, like you don't want them to forget, or you don't want to forget what they're saying, so then you just bring up something else relating to that topic. So I get what she was trying to do, but it just didn't work.
Because it went from like one topic to another, like without like her finishing, but yeah. And then next we got Luxx with this golf cart interview. Now this was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Oh, I died laughing. I was watching the episode with my mom, of course, because that's what I usually do. I was like, oh my god.
Luxx was great. She handled that so well.
She did.
They fed off of each other greatly.
Like the volleys were there. Like that's how you're supposed to like try to like do that interview.
And one thing I was gagged about was Luxx bringing up a deep cut that Love Connie was illegally blonde with the bend and snap comment. I was like, what?
Yep.
Luxx is in her shade era.
Shade era, and also like I'm surprised that was even like brought up as well.
This girl is a Drag Race encyclopedia, and I live.
Yes,
like a living encyclopedia right from the start. Again, from the let us see. Because I'll be honest, like from that, I did not like. I heard that quote. I was just like, wait, is that from? And then I looked it up. I was like, wait a minute. So this proves how much like season 6 has like been such a blur for me, even though it's like my all-time favorite season. And then on top of this too, the way that she brings up Candy Hernandez,
that was a deep cut. Oh my god.
And then of course Love kind of goes, I hate Candy Hernandez, and then honks the horn on the golf cart. I die.
This is like the chaotic version of C.S. Madison's "Let Me Pick You Up." They could have interviewed T.S. Madison too. That could have been fun too.
Honestly, like they had 8 people. They could have done 2-2-2-2 instead of 2-3-3.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, they're in the kitchen with Mistress. This was like, even Mistress said herself, like, this was not good.
Yeah.
As a Mistress stan, this was not her best week at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we all have our off weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna let her get a pass on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, how would I have done in Mistress's situation because in this situation, I feel like Love Connie would have naturally had to take over because she's teaching us how to make something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
Yeah, because this one, what I could have seen, like, making cupcakes, what they should have done is, like, done like a... Have you seen those videos where they make, like, cupcake art where they make like a design of like a huge, like, with all cupcakes, and then you can like just pull them apart? I felt like that could have been the case with this.
They could have made a cupcake art version of Love Connie.
Either Love Connie or like what they were doing, because of course the innuendos that were in there. Mm-hmm. Like, especially with the chocolate one, the chocolate cupcakes.
It's chocolate.
It's chocolate. Like the references that she was making with the chocolate cupcakes, I was just like, I could have seen something else that could have happened with this.
This is a whole lot. That's why I would have been scared for this challenge myself. If I was on Drag Race, I would have been scared for this challenge because it's like, okay, so I'm probably gonna have to deal with big personalities. What the fuck am I gonna do?
I mean, in a way, like, again, it was smart for them to bring these big personalities because they, like, when you're trying to become a personality, it tries to show like how you can like handle like situations like this. But overall, I'm gonna give this entire team an 80. Like, with Luxx being like the best.
I'm gonna give them a 75, with Luxx being the best, of course.
I think I'm gonna say the same thing as well. I'm gonna give them a 75 with Luxx being the best, of course.
All right, next up. Yep, next. We have Marcia, and Sasha Colby interviewing Charo. This was a lot, and I loved every single minute of this. Especially with Sasha and Charo. Like, I just love how Sasha was able to relate to Charo so much in this interview. And that's how you're able to, like, engage. And, of course, like, with the salad reference, I could not. Coochie. I love Charo so much. And of course, the best part of the entire thing, Sasha just throwing her cards. You're like, well, guess we're not doing this anymore. It just shows like how much fun she's having with the interview without having to like stick to the script.
Yep. I do have one. Go ahead, Brandon.
No, you can go.
I do have one issue. The lace cam has been a thing that we've seen heavily this season, and they done did Miss Sasha Colby wrong.
Oh no, not the lace cam.
At the end of this season, we'll have enough laces to make a whole compilation of Drag Race laces.
Yeah. Where is Drag Race Supercuts? We need you.
Drag Race Supercuts. Now that's a deep cut. I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah. For me, I don't really like their outfits as much as I did like the first groups. For Miss Marcia, I thought she was okay. Nothing stood out.
Marcia, for me, she looked like she was in a 90s 2000 sitcom. She's like the eldest daughter of like the family, and she's going through her journalism internship. That's how specific I got, because that's what the look was giving me. With just like but there's like below wow, very much Alicia Silverstone, who else? Denise Richards and Wild Child or whatever it was. But I felt so bad for Marcia. She was just like, okay, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
So how old are you?
Oh, really?
You never ask a woman her age.
Oh, yeah.
And from Miss... Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
And from Miss Sasha, I wasn't really sold. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I wasn't really sold. Mm-hmm. I thought she was okay as well.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's fair. I wouldn't say Sasha was like the best at this. Though again, with how the interview went, like it like picked up in the very end, which what I loved about it. Again, when she throws the cards, like that's what did it for me.
She said, "We're done here."
Again, she's having fun with it. And, like that's how you're supposed to do it. Like again, when you have someone as over the top as Charo, who I love so much, like. This is gonna sound embarrassing, but you know my first instance of seeing Charo?
What?
The Sweet Life on Deck.
Same!
Because she played Esteban's mom.
Either mother or mother-in-law, one of those. Mother.
It was mother.
Mother.
And I was like, who is this person? Why am I living for this? Like, I cannot believe, like, that was like my first instance of Charo, and then as the years go on, of course, seeing her on here, and then Dance with the Stars, rest in peace, because that was, like she had so much potential in Dancing with the Stars. So, but yeah, and then with the interview, like you can tell Marcia was having a hard time like understanding like how fast paced Charo can get.
I also kind of felt like they were at a disadvantage because we didn't get any outdoor action with Charo, of course.
Well, they only had two people, so they only had to do they probably had the choice of doing these two or something else.
Maybe both of them could have been outside and done something with Charo. I don't know.
Maybe. But again, this comes to like to the instance where it could have been like 4 teams of 2. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, and like you said, add T.S. Madison to it. But yeah, overall, I give Team Charo a 75.
Team Charo is gonna get a 75 from me as well.
I'm also gonna give them a 75.
Okay. All right. Next up, Team Frankie Grande.
Mm-hmm.
This was interesting. Team-wise, I'll say this. Team-wise, like I think this was considered the best out of like everyone in a way. I'll say Loosey and Anetra were able to like smooth out the interview, while unfortunately Malaysia kind of dropped the ball or dropped the dough.
My poor sis. There was lots of comments made about the wig that Malaysia was wearing. When I found out that Malaysia borrowed Luxx's wig, I was like, what?
Wait, that's Luxx's wig?
Allegedly, from what I've heard, Malaysia said, I think
at Roscoe's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Luxx got away with giving her that wig. Mm-hmm. Luxx was shady for giving her that wig.
Gag.
Luxx was like, if I can't live my 40-inch fantasy, no one else will.
This reminds me of 2 things. This reminds me of one of Widow's Snatch Games of season 12. And this also reminds me of Mary J. Ross from Secret Celebrity season 1.
Ah, okay.
It's working on a 5.
I mean, that was a good look, though. I will say that.
It was.
You know what just came to mind? It would have been funny if Malaysia pulled an Alexis Michelle on Luxx and was like, why would you let me go out there like that?
Oh my God.
Yes. We're pulling all the deep cuts today. Meme of the episode, deep cuts. I love it.
Deep cuts.
All right. So first up with the interview, Loosey really good job with this, if I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm. She did.
like she knew what she was doing, of course. Like again, the volleying, that's what helped her in this challenge. Like especially with the quote from Aliens.
Get away from her, you bitch.
Yep. Like the way that they both like said it at the same time, I was sold on that, so I was happy. And then of course each this I didn't realize until like afterward, like well after. Each interviewer brought up like congrats on getting married. Like in that kind of sense, I'm glad that they kind of had like an ish theme. But do you think it got repetitive?
I wouldn't say it got repetitive because I'm glad people brought it up because, you know, like Frankie getting married was like huge for him. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a good starter, you know, congrats on getting married. So I
no,
wouldn't
that's
say
fair.
pretty repetitive.
And then what I loved about this one with Anetra, like doing an interview outside like this, like this is smart. Like this is something that you wouldn't think you would do for an interview.
Anetra looked hot in this.
Anetra was good in this. I'm not even gonna lie. She did great. She did a good job.
Like throughout the season, we've seen Anetra as like the quote unquote silent killer. Because of course we didn't know what she was going to do for the challenge show, and then what was another one? Same thing with the Lollapalooza. Like yes, like she technically lost 2 of her lip syncs, but in a way she still served, in my opinion. And then with this, like although like it wasn't like serving much, it still like gave a very good streamlined interview on how to like do this.
It feels different because, you know, we usually see Anetra walking that duck and this, down the third. But it feels great to see, like, Anetra in, like, this talkative mood. Especially since we rarely see her in the edit as much sometimes earlier.
Which is surprising.
I was waiting for Anetra to start showing Frankie how to trot like spies. I was hoping that they were going to start trotting.
Wait, you know what? Now that I think about this, if Spice
would have ate
stayed,
this challenge.
I know. Now that I think about this, if Spice stayed and was assigned to Frankie, I felt like they would have like hit it off together.
And Spice would have won the challenge, I think. But we just need to see what her Beyonce look was, because as of this recording, we don't know what the twins' looks were.
Oh, I know. Like I got to see 2. Like we'll talk about it. Like 2 queens that just got eliminated. Look so fucking good, and we'll talk about it later. And then last but not least, Malaysia.
And side note, Frankie's accent. Like, I know the Grandes get very Italian when they're in the kitchen, like i.e. Ariana Snap stories or whatnot, being like, "Hey, you know how Italian we are?" Very. I was like, is Frankie auditioning for Drag Race Italia? Is he auditioning for No Sono Una Signora? Oh my What's going on?
Honestly, like, I would not be surprised if Drag Race Italia was able to get Frankie.
I mean, he now has Italian citizenship.
But yeah, like, I was upset because, like, I thought this was going to go well. And then, of course, Frankie became the interviewer. And then Malaysia became the interviewee.
What I would say about this is, Eureka O'Hara, congratulations on winning this week's challenge.
Ah! Oh my god. I love this. Oh, I will say, like, it was smart for them. Like, again, for all the cooking challenges, for all the cooking segments. So it was cupcakes, salad, now pizza. They really made it kind of like more complex as it goes on. And when I say by complex, by that, because like, yes, it's easy to make a salad, but like the way that it's like going that way, I was like, okay, this is gonna be a little bit difficult.
But the cupcakes, I was kind of getting a little bit of like Cooking with Randy and Mandy from All That vibes a little.
Oh, okay.
I'm picking out too many deep cuts. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Like it's helping the episode.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was like overall, this I will give Team Frankie Grande an 85.
Mm-hmm.
I would give them a 90.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them a 90. And I will say during Loosey's segment, I'm not gonna lie, when she was doing good, I was like, she better not win this week.
Oh, honestly.
That's what I said. I was like, I was like,
I to cry. Like
I was like,
like, she's actually doing good, but she better not win.
No,
I was
like given the storyline from the beginning of the episode, I was just like, if this is a setup, I am not sure how this is gonna go.
I was like, no shade. I was like, Loosey, please flop. Loosey Oaks, construction worker, we do not need this.
For her to come back and be like, now I have 4 wins.
Sure, Dan.
Exactly. Sure, Dan. All right, so next up, we get back into the workroom. It is Elimination Day, and they're about to get ready to prepare for Night of 1,000 Beyoncés. First of all, gag of a runway.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was thinking about all the other Night of 1,000. Like, I'm surprised they... well, I won't say, like, surprised, more so just, like, wonder, like... how would do Beyonce, because like yes, Beyonce has many iconic outfits as we saw with Lemonade. However, I wouldn't say like when it comes to a lot of like the repertoire what we've seen when it comes to fashion, you wouldn't think Beyonce as like a like trailblazer of like a lot of like fashion looks that we've seen a lot.
My issue with this is, and I'm just realizing this now. I don't like how they switched up the criteria for Night of 1,000 because at first you were able to do looks for music videos, i.e. when we had Madonna twice and Gaga, and then now you're not even allowed to do movies, music videos, or anything like that. You just have to go through Getty Images now to get your inspiration. Like, we've had plenty of different Night of 1,000 runways. Of course, Madonna, Gaga, Rafaela got it twice. J-Lo. Mylene Farmer from France.
Like I will say, like it'll like we'll,
wait,
we'll,
number one too.
When we go,
Rosalia.
Yeah, Rosalia. We'll get into like all these runways, but I just need to like figure out like and I just thought about this as well. When they pick like Night of 1,000 Who's, where I want to know where they get their criteria and everything, because they get a lot thrown at them. Because like when I think Madonna, of course I think of a lot of her like iconic like looks from her music videos as well, and then with Gaga, same thing, and of course Gaga's wild like outfits. Like when I think Beyonce, like it's mostly most of her like tour repertoire and red carpets. I don't get much like fashion from like anything else, in my honest opinion. So like again, that's just me, because whenever I see like looks from like interviews, award shows, like that's how like can distinctify them. Like with Beyonce, it's a little different. So, and then in the workroom, Sasha Colby has a conspiracy theory on how Sasha Fierce started. Now, I thought this was funny because like the fact that Sasha said that I was Sasha Colby before Sasha Fierce became a thing. So, of course, this was like a fun like workroom makeup moment.
I mean, apparently, go ahead, y'all.
No, you're good. You're good. I was done.
I mean, I was like, wasn't Sasha kind of like a thing back then because Kelly had a lyric that was like Sasha get her or something like that during one of the performances?
Maybe.
This is what I've heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like that was from the episode, so I was just like, okay then. All right, shall we look at all these Beyonce looks?
Yes.
But before we start, T.S. Madison's back.
Yeah, finally.
In Night of 1,000 Beyoncé's, might I add.
Also, can we talk about how this is the judging panel for this week?
I'm fine with that.
Like, only 3 people. Like,
I'm fine with that.
Honestly, they could have given us judges' critiques for this if they only had 3 people. Honestly, like for this episode. But next week, that's gonna change.
We got 90-minute episodes back, thanks to Miss Brandon.
But yeah. All right. Category is Night of 1,000 Beyoncés. First up, Luxx, Noir, London doing 2006 Kennedy Center honors. Now, this is a double meaning because this is a look for Beyonce, but also a tribute to Tina Turner. And then when Rue brings up the fact that Rue also wore this, the gag of it all.
Gag them a bit for sure.
Gag them a bit for sure.
Yeah. I think this was a wow, like out of the box choice, because I would not have chosen this. And I think it was smart for her to choose a look that not only Beyonce wore, but that was inspired by Tina Turner and something that RuPaul herself wore. So I think that was smart. And of course, she just always looks great. Like, she never has a flop runway moment. Like,
she'll never miss.
She'll never miss. No, you're good.
My thoughts on this. Okay, so sorry. This outfit is amazing. The outfit is by V Monique, who has done plenty of Plastiques looks and plenty of other queens' looks. I love a Mackie reference. Like, the amount of Mackie references we've been seeing recently, especially with the Canada versus the World promo, I have been living. Give us 1,000 Bob Mackies at some point and have Bob Mackie come back on the panel.
Oh, honestly, like, I want Bob Mackie back on the panel. Like,
and when the lip sync is Endless Love by Diana Ross, then what?
Oh, honey, okay.
That's a deep cut because of AK and the Queen.
Yep, exactly. I remember that because I remember watching AJ and the Queen. Of course, like, that was a moment. So yeah, I love this. Like, the way that like Luxx was able to like bring something like, of course, we didn't think of, and of course, Rue's biggest inspiration, Tina Turner. So that was something. This is full. This is full.
I'm gonna give it an overflowing, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, my cup is full.
Love that. All right, you ready for this next one?
Say Beyonce.
Mistress Isabelle fucking Brooks in the 2001 Grammys with Destiny's Child.
In a TKO Tina Knows original.
Yo, like, the laugh I let out when I saw the puppets for Destiny's Child. This is so fucking smart.
Yeah. My issue is they look a little different than Kelly and Michelle in the photo.
No,
like, they look a little lighter.
A little bit.
But I like the detail, like the red wig for Kelly.
Like, even the detail of the red wig, like that, that's what did it for me. Like, this is amazing.
I hope this don't get me copyrighted, so I'm just gonna say this. Mistress really said, say Beyonce, say Kelly, say Michelle, my girl.
No, I think you should be okay.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Mr. Talented, what were your thoughts?
She came out with those puppets, and obviously when I saw it, the picture was right there, so I knew what she was going for. But even if the picture was not there, I would have known that that's supposed to be Kelly and Michelle. I will say the look is not an easily recognizable Beyonce look because
I agree.
No one really knows like the 2001 Grammys, like Beyonce.
No, that's
so it's not an easily recognizable look. But again, as Luxx, it wasn't out of a choice box, and I like how she camped it up with the two puppets. She looks great.
No, yeah, this again, so fucking smart. Like, I would have never thought of I would have thought like try to do like something Destiny's Child, but not this look specifically. I'm just in awe.
Did y'all see Mistress's recent real TikTok Where she's on top of like some area, and then she throws the two puppets out, and it's captioned.
Yes, I saw it. I saw it.
I saw the comments, and somebody said, "Now, why did she throw Sugar and Spice down like that?" We are not doing Sugar and Spice like that. We are not doing Beyonce. No. We're not doing Kelly and Michelle like that.
No, there was a tweet that I shared to y'all. Hold on, I have it up right here, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It was Mistress Sugar and Spice family portrait. 2023 oil on a canvas.
Yeah, we did that, right?
I think so. I had to. I screenshot the tweet name out just because, again, I just like love the photo.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As for scores, this is overflowing for me.
I'm gonna give it a full.
Full. The cup is full.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, Salina EsTitties, the 2004 Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
The way she uses the RuPaul Chia Pets as her Grammys.
Oh my god.
Another smart move. Like, that's so creative, and also another look I would have not have thought of.
I mean, I would have thought of this look. After this, we can like talk about like which Beyonce looks we would have done. This is amazing. I was gagged when she brought out the Chia Pets.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, this is a deep cut.
Mm-hmm. Again, theme of the episode: deep cuts.
Maybe Kia Gun should get maybe one of the Kias should get a Kia Pet too, either Gun or Metric.
Maybe.
Yeah, this was a cute look, and I'm glad the dress fit her very well.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I'm glad it fit her. I love the over exaggeration of the hair. Like, she just didn't do like the small hair like Beyonce did. She dragged it up, big hair. Thought Miss EsTitties did a good job.
Yeah, she did really good. Like, I was expecting a lot of like good looks for this, so this was a surprise and very like nice. As for scores, this will get a full because this was like polished for me. So
they are gaslighting my girl into thinking she is bad. That is a lie, Ruru. This gets a full.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a full.
All right, next up, Sasha Colby, 2006 BET Awards. This is like an exact replica.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love that she dressed up as Beyonce's best bridge. I just fucking love that performance, and Sasha ate this the fuck up. I don't care if the lace was lifting. Lace cam, y'all are shady.
Now, the lace cam wasn't showing on this one, though, so... Like, the way that Sasha was able to, like, have, like, close for the wig, close for the clothes itself, too. Like, even the detail of the side body and the leg here.
And then the shoe.
The shoes. In a good way.
She got everything on point. You think she got this from Beyonce's closet herself?
Maybe
Beyonce sent her an Ivy Park box too.
I will say though, this is actually not one of my favorite looks, although I love this so much. Like there's another look on this that took me aback. So yeah, but this is also getting a full.
My cup is overflowing for this. Like the TV's leaking.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give her a 95.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right. Next up. Oh, honey. It's the silence for us.
No one said anything.
Okay, so Marcia wearing a dress that was from a title event. Now,
This is one of my favorite Beyonce looks, casually from like this type of era. But Marcia is getting a chop for this.
Okay. I had many questions about this because, like, I mean, yes, like, granted, like, this is a nice dress, like, looks good on Marcia, but I would have not have thought of this, like, outfit to be part of Night of 1,000 Beyoncés, and of course, a title event of all things.
What's
like, no shade to title, obviously, because like I will say that their streaming quality is actually better than Spotify.
I miss having title, to be honest.
But I can't justify how much they price, so that's why I don't have it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, title, that kind of brings back some bad memories of the Feeling Myself video.
Yep.
Because, yeah. But other than that, Marcia, I love you, but this is not Beyonce.
Yeah, this isn't Beyonce.
You know what this really reminded me of? Based off of the hair and the color this gown alone, this is Ariana in the Oceana video. Yana, you know the little collab with Mariah and J-Head?
Yes.
Her. I get it. You're her biggest fan. You wore her makeup day one, but we're supposed to be giving Beyonce.
Fair. And I remember that really well because it was fairly recent too. So not a deep cut, so very recent.
Mm-hmm.
But that's more of a jacket than a boa. Is that supposed to be a boa?
I think it's supposed to be like a shawl.
Okay.
I will say, I appreciate Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Walmart, Burlington Coat Factory. For giving us a gown.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of, her saying silhouette. I appreciate her for giving us a gown, but I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not gonna say it's not given Beyonce. Okay, without the picture, I would not know that this is Beyonce.
Same. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed this was from that event.
Yeah, but standing next to the picture, it's not that bad. It's just not that great either.
Mm-hmm. She did her best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she did her best. Like, again, it's not a bad look. I just wouldn't have thought of this, and then of course, like
I knew it was gonna be accounting for the non-black girls to the Beyonce because the tables have turned
for once.
Mm-hmm.
For once.
But I will say I will give a generous score because this is actually pretty good in my opinion. So I'm gonna give this a 75. So
I'm gonna have to give her a 60. Actually, no. Let me be generous. I will give her a sensible 74.
Okay.
I'm gonna give her a 75.
All right. Next, Anetra. Come on. On the Run Tour 2014 with this cape and also like the outfit like underneath too, like the amount of detail in this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so like I know like it's more I guess say nude illusion when it comes to Anetra's compared to Sistine Chapel style for actual Beyonce, but
one thing about Anetra, she's gonna show off that butterfly.
Yes.
My only issue with Anetra's looks is that her shoe never goes with the outfit.
It doesn't.
It never goes with the outfit.
She throws on a booty and that's it.
Right.
I mean, it still looks good on here. Like, it's black, so...
Beyonce would wear that type of shoe, though. So Beyonce would sometimes wear a booty, so I guess it fits.
I will say they did... whoever pulled this picture for editing for Beyonce did not do it justice because
we can't see
see the shoes. Yeah, we can't see the shoes. And also, I wish we got, like, a more, like, full body, like, where the cape is, like, flowing everywhere.
Yeah. Fair.
No, but this outfit, like, this was one of my favorite outfits this week.
Understandable.
It's overflowing for me because I just love it.
This is the full.
I'm gonna give her a 90. It's just the shoes. Just the shoes.
No, that's fair. Malaysia Babydoll Foxx, Global Citizen, South Africa 2018.
I live.
Okay. Sorry,
No,
I'll let
you
you go
can
first.
wait.
I'll let you go first.
Okay. This was good. My only issue is that the fit around the crotch area could have been a little bit tighter. But her tights matches her skin complexion very well.
Yes.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, it was good.
It matches. I know the hair is different, but I guess she decided to go for like the updo moment, you know, this half up down to like shape herself, I guess.
When I heard it was Global Citizen, I was like, because I'll be honest, like I do remember this performance very well because I watched it. I just didn't think that like, because there were so many outfits for this. Because like I believe Beyonce had an hour set for her Global Citizen set, so I wouldn't thought of this one though, in my opinion, but still love it. But again, theme of the episode, deep cut. I consider this kind of a deep cut because although this was a prominent performance, like no one still remember the. Unfortunately, I don't think people remember this like as of now, even though this was only 5 years ago.
Unless you're in the hive, I guess it's memorable.
No, which is fair, and I follow Global Citizen immensely as well because like I follow like their like yearly festivals as well, and when they're in New York. So, I wish like if there was more how would I describe it, like I guess like international like attention when it comes to Global Citizen because like they did that in 2021 in a way like when it came to like each one throughout each place that they did. So I'm glad that they were able to include South Africa in this for 2019. Yeah. So, anyways, love this. Not my favorite though. I will say though, it's like I'm trying to remember what's this one like. Love the boot skin, like very like over like thigh high. Love it. Kind of wish. Again, it's just the detail because of the comparison. I don't see a belt. And we've seen with Malaysia's like design challenges, like always has a belt, but this one doesn't. But that's just me. Like I know I'm kind of rambling a little bit because of course
that's
comparison. So scores wise, I'll give this an 80. So
I'm gonna give it an 85.
I'm also going to give it an 85.
All right. Last but not least, Loosey LaDuca doing the famous baby bump from the 2011 MTV Video Music Awards.
A bump where? like where was the baby bump?
Blue Ivy Carter, sweetie, I am so sorry that Miss Loosey LaDuca has disrespected your presence by not having a bump. No, because how are you gonna be pregnant Beyonce and have the bump? Like when, let me compare this to another queen from a previous season. When Mercedes Amon Diamond performed as a Rihanna for one of her flip phone event like shows, she had pregnant Rihanna. She had the belly down, the everything correct. Loosey, you could have at least gotten a pillow or one of your pads and put it inside your stomach.
I mean, yeah. Now, I will say, like, this is like one of the looks I would have done if I were to do drag, because like this is like simple for me to be able to like do, and also like I remember this vividly because the 2011 VMAs was a moment. One of the last few like good VMA moments, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, now I will say though, because apparently, when I go to watch parties for Tatiana brought this up because after this performance, Beyonce did an interview, and then apparently the baby bump wasn't there apparently. So Tatiana made it a whole thing about it, which I found hilarious. So I was just like, okay. I will give this a 90 because like I thought this was pretty good.
It was gonna be a full for me had there been the baby bump, but this is gonna get a 95 for me. Actually, no, 96.
Yes.
I'm gonna give her an 85.
Mm-hmm. I will say, like everyone said, this had me worried because like if Loosey was gonna win this week, it kind of would have done with this, but because she did good in the challenge and she did pretty good in this.
Sadly, thank God she didn't have a baby bump. This runway was interesting because shout out to Miss Ava Styles from Chicago who said this, that they were only allowed to do stuff that was like seen on Getty Images, nothing from like music videos or movies and stuff. So movies, TV shows, so that's sad. Which
is interesting. I mean, I guess like it gives a more repertoire of like different stuff that we haven't seen, so which I get, but at the same time, like I would have lived for like what Shangela and Candy Muse did.
Which was like the hold up look and Beyonce her pregnancy announcement with Sarah and Bruni.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like Angela Nang's Hollywood in Your Heart runway when she did the Dangerously in Love cover.
Ooh, is someone here? Hello. Logan's here.
I say something gay.
Where?
Oh, thank you. Hello, I'm here making a late appearance.
You made it just in time. We just finished talking about the runways.
We're sorry.
What were your thoughts?
Yeah.
I'm mad that they couldn't do any of like the good Beyonce looks. Let's be quite fucking honest here.
I would have. Okay, go ahead, Logan.
I mean, it's the same licensing problem that we had with 95,000 J-Lo's. Sure, like I get it, I understand, and I knew that was going to be the case. With that being said, I do appreciate most of what was done.
Yeah.
By the queens that were not white.
Ooh, okay, fair.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think Marcia or Loosey's looks were good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
That's just
even though we did give Loosey, like, I'll be honest, like I thought it was pretty good. We gave Loosey pretty high praises in a way.
I give her.
She got her papers out. She about to lawyer up.
No, I'm trying to do the draft update. I literally just got home from work, so.
Love that.
What was I gonna say? With this runway, I really was gonna be a little bit like critical of it, but it's like we're having a good time. I was like, Sasha during the challenge. I'm like, let me throw away my notes. Let's do this.
Yes.
Just like that.
Exactly.
But what I will say is, Blue Ivy, start sending out some cease and desist. Start logging people out of Ticketmaster. Because some of them didn't do your mother justice. Some of y'all didn't do your client justice.
Fair. Okay, so before the judge critiques, Anetra and Marcia were declared safe. I do not agree.
Bombastic side eye.
I did not agree with a lot of things from this week and last week.
Mm-hmm. Marcia Hive, y'all are gonna get mad at me. I told y'all already on Twitter, mute me. but I think Marcia should have been in the bottom.
I also think Marcia should have been in the bottom.
Okay.
I agree.
We'll talk about it when we talk about the overall results. I'll say that. Anetra can be safe. That's fine.
Yeah, Anetra can be safe.
Yeah.
Though I did enjoy how she did her interviews, so that's why like It could have been a justified top if they gave, because it was at 8 queens now, so they could have done all.
Everyone could have been critiqued. We could have
everyone could have been critiqued in a way.
4 tops, 4 bottoms could have been a thing.
Could have been a thing. So
I think that would have been too much, because I didn't even think there was enough people to put in the top.
Fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
I had a very distinct top 2. I don't know how much y'all talked about the challenge itself already.
We did.
For me, my top 2, honestly, it was Sasha and Loosey. It was
really?
Sasha and Loosey. Yeah, okay. It was. I'm probably gonna have a really unpopular opinion. We'll get there when we talk about who won. Let's just say that.
No, yeah, because in my opinion, we'll get to it now, but the winner was Sasha Colby.
Mother.
Mother. Though, in my honest opinion, I actually thought Luxx should have won.
I think this could have been Luxx's week to take. And here's the thing. The judges have been kind of getting on my nerves this season. Because here's the thing. I think Sasha should have won the Heaven Challenge and the girl group. And I think Luxx should have either taken the ball or a top placement in the ball and won this week. Or better yet, I think there should have been a double win between Sasha and Luxx. Get Loosey more mad.
This is what.
Okay. I think if you include challenge and runway, I would give the win to Sasha. If you're just factoring in the challenge, I'm going to be real honest. I don't know how y'all are going to feel. I feel like Loosey did the best in the challenge.
No, we said it. Loosey really did good.
Loosey did amazing.
This is the best Loosey has done since Snatch Game. I really thought Loosey took that opportunity. She knew exactly what she wanted to do with that sit-down interview, and she was the only person to have a successful sit-down interview.
Yep.
Yes.
But I think factoring in the runway as well, if that's sort of the tiebreaker, because I did think Sasha did a really good job and was able to really harness the improv of it all. And I'm not saying Luxx didn't either.
Yeah.
My reasoning for not having Luxx as my winner personally is just because I felt she did the best of the Love Connie group by a country mile. Yes. But I still think there were moments where she allowed a little bit too much dead air to happen. Her questions were not the most thought-provoking. Whereas I thought if you compared the question, because I went back and rewatched the challenge. I've watched it twice.
Of course.
All the discourse.
Yeah, I've watched it as well. So.
And I looked specifically at the questions that were asked between Loosey, Sasha, and Luxx, and I thought Luxx's questions were the weakest.
Okay, fair.
Okay, yeah, I can see why.
I think her delivery and the improv of it all, I thought was really, really good. But if you have the opportunity to prepare those questions and you're kind of going off of that, which is what all 3 of Loosey, Sasha, and Luxx did, I did think Loosey had the strongest questions, and I thought Luxx had the weakest.
No, yeah, that's a fair point.
Loosey really did let loose in that interview. But what I do need Loosey to do is to let loose a little bit in the workroom.
That part.
Because did you see the face crack? She was giving Stephanie a Stephanie's Child.
At this point, I'm saying that this is a systematic attempt to deteriorate the psyche of Loosey LaDuca. This is the Jan treatment. This is the Jan treatment. Like, she is getting Janned, even though she has a challenge win. She hasn't been the best in every challenge, and I was really happy to see her in the top now. But yeah, like I said, if we're going off of challenge performance alone, my winner was Loosey.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
So before I watched the episode, a little tweet popped up on my Twitter. This is the only thing I saw, and it said Luxx was robbed. So when I had time,
by the way, go follow Mr. Talented on Twitter. By the way, sorry, go ahead.
So I sat, watched the episode as usual, and we got to, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Loosey was in Frankie Grande, right?
Yes.
And their group was last. Okay, good. So I seen everybody, and the only person who really stood out to me was Luxx. And then we got to their group, and I was like, they better not give Loosey this win. I was sitting, I was watching, I was like, if y'all tease us with this storyline and give her this win, I'm going to be so upset. So we get yes, I was like, she better not win.
That's valid though. That's so valid.
I was like, she better not win. So we get to the runway and they call and whatnot. I'm not gonna lie. When they said Sasha, I thought she was gonna be like bottom 3. Like,
really?
Gagula.
Okay.
Like, I thought it was gonna be top 2 and bottom 4. Cause obviously Mistress was bad. Salina was bad. Malaysia was bad.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
I thought it was, I thought it would have been like a bottom 4 thing. Because even in the edit, I didn't find that they edited Sasha's portion as like how they edited like Loosey's portion where the girls were chiming in like, she's doing a good job. I could be mistaken because I did only watch it one time. I'm not sure if anyone was like, oh, Sasha is really doing a good job. I'm not sure.
What else I would say? I'm glad we're having this little discourse of like who we thought should have won, because it's great. I'm glad we have differing opinions. And then on top of that,
because it feels like we all always agree. So I love this. Sorry, Will, go ahead, baby.
No, you're good. My issue is I don't like how people are treating Sasha on Twitter. I don't like how they're turning on her. Because y'all was all hashtag Team Sasha in the beginning and now you're turning on her. Get the fuck out of here. No.
Listen, I get why like there were some wins that like other queens should have gotten, but
there's some other wins Sasha could have gotten herself as well.
That part.
Yeah, I mean, we all talked about it last week when we did, and that's why I like doing the like numerical rankings for the ball challenge. Because it really shows like we could all have like differing opinions, but at the end of the day, the numbers don't lie. And all 3 of us did agree that Mistress should have won the ball.
Yes.
As much as I love Sasha, and I was very happy to see Sasha win the ball, we all numerically agreed that it should have been Mistress. And so, but I also think like I will agree that the judging has been a little bit weird. It feels a little bit more forced than the US seasons tend to be, which is interesting. But I also, on that flip side, fully wholeheartedly believe that Sasha is doing amazing in everything. To my knowledge, she is the only queen that has not placed low so far. I haven't fact-checked that yet, but I'm pretty sure she's the only queen that has not placed low.
Might be Luxx.
Marcia. I think
Marcia as well.
Luxx and Marcia.
She's one of 3 queens who has not placed low yet. So, and now, I mean, obviously she has 3 challenge wins. She's the only person with multiple wins. I think those wins should probably be a little bit more distributed differently, but I still honestly do think she should have 3 wins.
I think she should have 2. I think she should have that the commercial challenge, and I think she should have had the one that Aura got. I think the ball should have went to Mistress, and because I need to see Loosey have a mental breakdown before the season ends and go home in 5th place.
She needs to let loose. Okay, the delusional Luxx enemy would probably be like, oh, Luxx should have had 3 wins, but, and it's a big but. No way. Part of me, the delusional Luxx fan of me should have had like 4 wins. No, I'm fine with the amount of wins Luxx got, but she could have bagged the 2nd win. And then on top of that, trigger warning, transphobia and racism. I do not like how people are saying Sasha's only getting these amount of wins because of her trans identity. Same shit with her roommate Kylie. People are saying she only won AS6 because she's trans. And then now they're also bringing up the fact that Jada, Shay, and Simone all won because they're Black. No. No way in hell these people are only winning because of racial or gender identity biases. Because if it was about racial bias, I could talk about the 2022 winner circle all the way before Canada versus the World. I could say that there's kind of a bias. So, to the people on that Bird app, listen here, listen closely. The only reason why the queens that have been attacked are doing well is because they are bringing the charisma, uniqueness, and talent that RuPaul is looking for. That Ru and all these other hosts are looking for. It's not because Sasha is trans. It is not because Sasha is this legend. Well, partially it is because, she is that girl. It's because Sasha is bringing the See You Next Tuesday that Ru is looking for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, now we get to the bottom. We had a bottom of Mistress, Salina, and Malaysia. So, unfortunately, we get a bottom 2 of Salina and Malaysia.
I thought it should have been a bottom 3.
I agree.
We'll get into that other bottom 3.
Should have lip synced. I think all 3 of them should have lip synced.
Oh,
I'm not sure how true this tea is, because I didn't hear it when I watched it, listened to it. But under the comments of the Roscoe's video, someone said that Malaysia mentioned that Mistress said that if she had to lip sync, she would have just stood there.
not a Davima.
Yeah, I'm not sure how true that is, but
So, did we all watch Untucked?
Sadly, no.
Yeah.
I only watched like part of it.
I watched it like
So-
an hour ago.
I don't know necessarily how true that is, only because Mistress in Untucked looks at Malaysia and goes,
Yeah,
we have to go out there and give a show, or like something like to
Yeah.
that effect.
yeah.
Mhm.
That really would have surprised me coming from Mistress. I'm not saying the tea isn't true necessarily, but I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know if it's true. I mean, it was just under a comment section, people just
Of
say
course,
things.
yeah.
Mhm.
But I didn't hear it.
People like to say things, so
Yeah.
Yeah. When watching this lip sync, so the lip sync happens, we get a lip sync to Single Ladies, Put a Ring on It. From I Am Sasha Fierce.
They really said, we're going to pay a lot of money for certain songs and then pay absolutely no money for 20 songs from Sony Productions. They said, oh, we're going to pay for 7 Rings. Oh, we're going to pay Lil Nas X. Oh, we're going to pay for Single Ladies. Oh, we're going to pay, what was the other big one? We're going to pay Janelle Monáe.
We're gonna pay Janelle Monáe. We're gonna pay Diana Ross and Eric Krupper.
But
Yeah.
then we're going to get the most
Super duper.
obscure Joan Jett song known to mankind.
And y'all are gonna get is You Better Run obscure in Pat Benatar's discography?
not really.
Mm-hmm.
It's more on the obscure side than the like very, very well known.
Like I know the song, but it's not like I wouldn't say too
Same.
obscure. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, y'all paid money for that lady's songs. Yeah.
that part.
I do like how we got Single Ladies. Because of course they still have some leftover budget from another I Am Sasha Fierce song they did last season.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of wish they would have done another I Am Sasha Fierce song, like Why Don't You Love Me, or pick something from B-Day.
True.
I mean, I feel like everyone's been wanting the Single Ladies lip sync for eons.
Mhm.
So I am happy we got it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's the editing of the lip syncs, but the lip syncs this season, besides probably 1 or 2 or 3, they just haven't been like giving.
I can think of, off the top of my head, I can think of like 4 or 5 that I really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's difficult. I do think Salina wiped the floor with Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
My issue is the fact that both of the girls were doing the original choreography. And isn't that like a huge issue? Isn't that how Phoenix lost her lip sync to Delta? Isn't that how Shay somehow lost to Jinx?
Exactly.
I will say
Phoenix
about
isn't
this.
a good lip syncer.
Yeah.
Y'all, it was a rough day at work, and I've had to be a shady bitch all day. It's just gonna bleed over into this. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. We've
You're
kind
good.
of we've been a little shady. This
Don't let
episode.
me anywhere near Atlanta. I can't go see Phoenix now.
I'm not gonna lie.
I will say this.
I
like,
kind of.
I'm sorry.
Mrs. Townsend, go.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Malaysia won this lip sync.
Okay.
Oh.
I think this could have been a double save.
I thought she did. And a lot of it has to do with the editing. Like, for me, we only hear of, like, okay, Selena's wig fell off. I feel like they would only mention that if they're about to send her home. Like, from like the episodes that I've watched, like, I think most times they only mention those things when you're gonna lose it. And even when her wig fell off, Rue gave like a little like shady look. So I was like, okay, I think she's going home.
Oh, what's over?
And I thought Malaysia did, even like expression wise, like facial expressions. I just thought Malaysia did better. I think Selena did a little bit too much choreography.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because like, Selena did majority of the Single Ladies like music video, which like I can commend because like if I ever do drag, like that is like type of the drag I would want to do is like, like celebrity like impressions, like not not like impressions, but like imitating the choreography, like all that stuff. So I can appreciate Selena doing that, but I do agree with Mr. Talented to an extent where Malaysia was able to give like a like lip sync that was like what Jinx served in Judas.
Selena with the original choreography is what I would have done with Seven Rings. And I would have just done the tour choreography for Seven Rings.
I know the tour choreography for Seven Rings as well, so...
Okay, so let's deliver the bad news.
Malaysia's gone.
No! And I only have
Malaysia, Babydoll, Foxx, Dupree, O'Hara, St. James, Celestine, Davenport.
Spice Sugar.
Charles is gone. Brooks is gone.
And my draft only has one girl left.
Oh, damn.
Welcome to the club.
Oh, well, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club.
The way I'm about to lose the way I'm about to lose it, either the Galaxy Gamer Girl or the buntiest alive.
Wow.
Well,
love y'all down though.
Anyways, like
you cannot say that about Dawn today. It's his birthday.
Happy
that
birthday.
part. As of recording, it is Dawn's birthday today.
Happy
Which couldn't
birthday,
bother to
Dawn.
be here, but
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I know she's not.
Anyway.
She's nice. Anyways, shoot. Do we not have a first? Oh, here we go. All right. So, how is this so far?
Of course I do.
Oh, damn. I'm probably in
Well, how'd you know? So, hey, Brandon. Hi, baby.
Ooh.
So, Brandon's still our power bottom of the season. Oh, wait, hold up. I did the math wrong.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm so sorry. I did the math wrong. Hold on.
Oh, honey.
Oh, shit.
It's been a long motherfucking day, okay?
Oh,
I'm being
Okay.
shady. Look what
So
I
now-
just did. Anyways.
Thanks. So I actually gave you one more point than you actually had. So Brandon is in last with 13. I did revisionist history where I put Mistress in the bottom two with Malaysia. So that's what I did wrong.
Okay.
So Brandon has 13 points. Hey, Mr. Talented, guess what? You're still fourth. With 20 points.
of course.
Will
Delicious.
still third. Still a respectable third.
Oh my god, I did not know my America dance.
34 points. Eris is in second with 40. And Dawn is still power topping this draft with
One time for the
45
birthday, bitch.
45, damn. Compared to 40?
40. So it's Dawn with 45, Eris with 40, Will with 34, Mr. Talented with 20, and Brandon with 13.
That gap between myself and Mr. Talented and Mr. Talented and Will. Yeah. That gap. Yep. Honey. This is what I get. But at the same time, I did not choose Princess Bloopy.
No shade. I need Luxx to do something.
I love that Dawn chose Irene and then got Ploopy and is still in first.
That is insane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because Sasha's doing so well, and so is Marshall's.
Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Home Goods.
4 more competitive episodes and then reunion and finale.
Or as New Rochelle likes to call her, Marshall's, TJ Maxx, professional therapy apparently.
Oh.
Because apparently, like when I was driving home, when I was getting a ride home from Uber, we passed New Rochelle, and then it said Marshall's like Home Goods and then some therapy place. I was like, that's gonna be a little nickname I'm gonna give Marcia.
Not that.
No fair. So next week, we start 90-minute episodes.
Yay. Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon.
My pleasure.
Everybody go thank Brandon in the comments.
And next week, we get the comedy challenge.
Oh, God.
So we're not getting a musical?
Exactly, like...
I don't think. Unless they're doing it at 6.
The fact that we was robbed of the Beyonce musical at this episode.
Yeah, I heard that it was going to be a Beyonce musical with Beyonce Runway and a Beyonce lip-sync.
Beyonce what?
Beyonce?
Say Beyonce!
Okay.
So we'll see how this goes. And then, of course, we got a preview of Loosey's Runway already.
Serving Victoria Elizabeth Black.
Really?
Oh.
We are all forgetting the most important part of next week's episode. And that's Ali motherfucking... No. Ali motherfucking Wong.
Yeah, Ali Wong.
Period. I'm very...
Mother.
Oh, I am excited.
They brought a comedian for a comedy challenge.
A comedian?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Mother.
Yeah, I'm excited for Ali Wong, so...
I'm fucking excited.
Thrilled. I love her.
Anyways, tell us what you think of this week's episode, because we had our thoughts. A lot of thoughts.
And now we want to hear yours.
Yes.
The world is watching. Will you?
Anyways, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Rest in peace, Malaysia, Babydoll, Foxx.
She ain't dead.
To me, her run is dead.
Vodka.
No.